Hi everybody, it's Wanda from Now and Forever Flowers and Decor, and I just want to bring you all some pretty little flowers today. Have some little flower fun with me. So today we are designing this beauty right here. She's so gorgeous. Wait until you see her. And she was on sale. Yes, yes, yes. You ready? 1, 2, 3, boom! Look at that pretty girl. Oh my goodness. I have had my eye on this vase for so long. Isn't she beautiful? Ting! Look how pretty that is. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Look at the inside. It's nice and smooth. So pretty. Okay, so this is our toy for today. This is our container that we're going to be using. And we are going to be insinuating with red today. So we have red roses. And some other pretty flowers. So today we're going to make a centerpiece arrangement. If you want, you can make an arrangement with me while you're at home. You can easily go to any grocery store, or if you can find a flower shop that's open, grab a bundle of flowers. Cost you $10, $20, you know, and your favorite container that you have at home, and you can design your own arrangement. So let's see. I'm just playing with it. Okay, so I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Hope everyone is enjoying this hot weather out here in Michigan. All right, let's see. So we are going to be using chicken wire today for our container. There's so many different ways that florists can design their arrangements with vessels like these. You've got foam, you've got chicken wire, you can make a grid with tape, or you can freehand it, which is not a good idea. It's very difficult to do that. So no, don't do that. So I'm going to make what we call an egg. Got my shears. And the egg is going to be placed inside of the container. And it's going to allow the flowers to have structure. So you can pretty much place the flowers how you want them to be, which is really awesome. It's a great way to not use foam. Well, we won't say why. It's just, you know, something different. We use foam. We use chicken wire here. Whatever we need to do to make the arrangement as pretty as we envisioned it to be, we will use it. So, COVID has got quite a few people down. It's making us stay in the house and miss out on our celebrations that we wanted to have. A lot of weddings have been postponed or taken down in size, 50 guests or less, pretty much immediate family only. But we've been doing those weddings. We call them mini elopement packages. When you are just like, you know what? We're going to get married, okay? We don't need 150 people. We're going to get married anyways. Okay, so then I have my strapping tape. And that's what we're going to use to keep this baby down because, somebody might go, oh, the arrangement, it fell over, and then boosh, everything falls out. This will help. And this is why I would always suggest hiring a professional, to do this, because DIY should be for, things like making your favors, those kinds of things. But things like your flowers, you don't need things going wrong on your special day. Okay, well, anyways, back to COVID. So what I was saying was COVID has, it just kind of threw a wrench in a lot of events this year. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to play with flowers as much as I would like to, or had planned or booked clients to. So here we are, we're playing flowers at home because we can, because it's fun. And I like pretty stuff. All right, and so you see those little strapping pieces there that go around the bow? Don't worry, we're going to cover those up. You never show your mechanics. That's not cute. We're going to put this little baby up. The next thing we need to add is water. Good old H2O. You're just going to pour that right in there. And we're starting off with a little bit of water because I'm at home. I don't want it to fall over and get heavy. Now for you, my wonderful people at home, what I would suggest you do is get you some flower food. This is one particular brand by Floral Life. Can you see that? Yeah? Okay, great. Awesome. There's all different kinds of brands. Usually when you buy your flowers, you know, from like grocery stores and things like that, or you get flowers ordered to your home, it comes with flower food. Use it, guys. Use it. It will help your flowers last. So I'm not going to use any today because I don't feel like going out to the storage and getting more. But I just want to make sure I show you guys when you get it, pour it in there, swivel it away, swivel it up, and boom, you're done. All right. Thank you, Floral Life. Goodbye. Chicken wire, goodbye. So, y'all ready to make some pretty flowers? Awesome. Here we go. One of the things that we usually like to start off with is our greenery, our foliage. Ooh, look at this. So pretty. I've got a couple of these beauties here. And we're going to use these to make our lines, okay? So one of the things I suggest is you've got your stem. You figure out how far out you want to go, how tall you want to go, how low you want to go. And then you place it against your bowl, and that's where you're going to snip. I've got my shears here. Feel free to use what you have at home. By the way, they have shears at the dollar store, okay? You know, you don't have to go get anything fancy. That's what you have us for. You're going to take your flower, place it where you want to give your lines. So I want to do something a little asymmetrical where it goes up and kind of slides down, okay? So that's what I'm doing today. There we go. Look at that. Boom. Looking good. Hey. I'm going to save this one for later. Okay. So yeah, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It is super hot in Michigan. We're like reaching almost 100. It's not cute, like at all. Not cute at all. I might as well move to Florida for this. So yeah. These little leaves here, another tip is your greenery does not go in your water. You will mess up your water that way. So we're going to just pluck these little beauties off. Bye-bye. Bye, bye-bye, bye-bye, goodbye. See you later. We don't need you, boo. Pop, pop, bam. And I'm a perfectionist, so this little extra stuff, I'm just going to get out of there. So I'm going to go here with this one. So I'm pre-recording this video in case anyone's wondering. And today is Sunday. And so we had church today. And y'all, that song is stuck in my head. I don't know who sings it, but it goes, I'm not going to sing because I'm not the singer. Oh, from the inside of me, la da da da. Y'all know that song is stuck in my head. So hopefully you got some music playing in the background, something to keep you excited. Because that song is stuck in my head, but I'm going to enjoy it in my head. Because if I start singing, y'all going to get scared. Just gonna beef this up a little bit more with my greenery. This is gonna be a super simple design. We're not creating huge centerpieces for weddings that we love to do. Just something nice and easy. Okay, so pretty much kind of got my lines here. You can kind of see where I'm going. I'm going to add another one here because this has got a nice little void, but I want to make sure I use lots of space for my flowers. So let me get one more. Da, 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 da. From the inside. From the inside of me. I tell you, you can't tell me nothing when I'm singing in the shower, y'all. I am Whitney Houston in the shower, okay? All right, so leave your comments down below. Let me know. Are you comfortable making flowers at home, even for your own kitchen table, your dining room table, you know, little bedside spaces on your little nightstand, things like that? Are you comfortable doing that? If not, just start experimenting. It's so much fun to play with flowers. So much fun. And the best thing about it, the way I like to look at it, is flowers is nature. You can't tell nature is ugly, you know? So just because somebody else don't like it don't mean it's ugly. It's just not for them, and that's okay. That is all right. You see how this has a darker green than these here? That is perfect because it adds, what's the word I'm looking for? Not levels, but, oh gosh. What is what I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Anywho. It's just nice to have variety. There's another word for variety I'm looking for. I can't remember. Anyways, okay, here we go. Let's add the pretty flowers. Okay, so again, we're working with red roses. And what I'm going to do is, a lot of times if you look around the edge of your red roses, sometimes you'll see little pieces that aren't so pretty. We're just going to say bye-bye to those little pieces. Little pieces. And then I'm going to do something called reflex my rose, because in the event industry, for florists who work in event design, not your florist that delivers you flowers to your house for your home or for someone who's sick to a hospital, but for event florists, we just need these flowers to last that one day for your special day. So we want those flowers to be at their full maximum potential, completely beautified, so that way they can just show off and be cute, okay? Okay. Flowers, just like us, they have faces. They want to be seen. They want to be curled. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just opening this up a bit. And these flowers are not fresh off the farm, so that helps. They're warm. They're not hard. If you ever touch a flower and you squeeze this little head down here and it's super hard, you can't really do this with it. So a lot of times we'll order our flowers in days before an event so we can prep. You ever wonder why flower design costs so much for florists for weddings? Because this is a lot of prep. Imagine hundreds upon hundreds of roses having to trim their ends, their leaves. And this we call, it's a leaf. I call it my leaf spongy. I don't know the technical name, but I call it my leaf spongy. We use this to clean the extra stems off because, again, you don't want to get the leaves and the water. It'll dirty your water. Absolutely disgusting. And then your flowers won't last as long. So I'm going to take my flower and I'm going to go for right here. So you see I've got my lines and I'm going to make my snip. And I'm going to go right in here with it. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to get another one. What I like to do is I like to create clusters with flowers. So that means I might put 3 of them together. I'm sorry, you guys can't see. 3 of them together, 2 of them together, so that way they pop more when you're looking at them. Just opening that right up. Ah, look at that. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I want that to go there. So got my trims. And then, you know, most people know you want to cut your stems at an edge. You want to know why? Because that helps the flower drink better. Okay? We want our babies to drink all that they wants to drink. It's just like, you know, newborn baby. Baby comes and baby might eat more than that recommended amount. Let that child eat. Okay? Let that baby eat. We're going to get these stems off. Slide. Whoosh. You don't need this. You don't need this at home. You don't need this. You can just easily pop, 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 pop those stems right off. So you see this rose here? Now watch me reflex. Reflex. It's like giving your flower a little massage. Yeah. Look at that. We're going to open that pretty girl up. Hey, pretty girl. Say hey. And these are especially fun to do when we're doing like those really, really large arrangements. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, a lot of our events have been postponed or even canceled. Things like showers, you know, you can't really reschedule your shower. Once the baby is here, the baby is here. But for weddings, we have had to really work with a lot of events because we just don't know what's going to happen with COVID and all, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Bean. So I'm starting to create my lines. I wish you guys could really see it. I'm starting to create my lines. Going here, here. And let me just say, I'm doing this on the fly, so I don't have anything in mind of what I'm designing. That's the fun part, is when you're designing for yourself, you can do whatever you want, okay? Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Just buffing it up there. Getting some more roses. Right here, you see this little guy? Ploop. These guys they're good. Okay, I'm not going to completely reflex this one. I'm just going to stick my finger a little bit in and just kind of pull. I remember the first time I learned to do this, the instructor, I was so scared. She said, just stick your finger in there and just pull. Like, I'm going to break it. I broke it. I did. I broke it. But I've learned. So now, instead of breaking your petals, now you just open it up just a little bit more. So it went from this to this. She wasn't not pretty before. She's just a little bit more beautiful now. Sometimes you just need a little foundation. All right. Here we go. So we're going to keep creating those lines. I want to go up. So if you did have a wedding scheduled during this time for COVID, I just want to say, hang in there. This won't last forever. And, you know, if you really want, it's okay to have a smaller wedding. You can still celebrate. It's okay. It's all about you and your love, your relationship. That's what it's about. It's about you too. So if you can't have, 150, 200 people, that's okay. You really don't, it's less of a headache, really. So COVID weddings, you might just be dodging a bullet here. You just might be. Might be something to these COVID weddings. I don't know. But there's extra precautions that you definitely need to take. And having a wedding planner will definitely help you. Things like providing masks for your guests as they enter in case people don't have masks. Hand sanitizers on different areas, especially like the food tables. Or even as guests come in to sign your guest book, you can have hand sanitizer there, things like that. This flower doesn't incorporate, so I'm going to leave her for a little later if I need her. Things like setting your guest chairs 4 to 6 feet apart, unless, you know, you've got couples. So you can always set like 2 chairs together and then 4 to 6 feet apart, 1 single chair, then 4 to 6 feet, 3 chairs. Just so people feel comfortable. Let's see, what else can you do? If you have any other suggestions or tips that people can do for their weddings or any kind of special events during COVID, feel free to leave that below. We're a community, so, you know, we have to share with each other, right? Right? That's what I'm doing. I'm sharing my knowledge with ya. Okay. So yeah, and then the other popular thing that a lot of folks are doing, which is nice, are drive-bys. So drive-by baby showers, drive-by birthdays, drive-by anniversaries, where you still get to celebrate with those you love without putting them in a small space. You know, taking a chance of getting something you don't want to get. You see these right here? You see that? We're getting rid of that. Bye-bye. This one here, I think I'm going to leave closed. It gives a bit more variety, which is nice, which is really, really nice. Okay, the next thing I'm going to start doing is adding in some filler flowers. Where do I want you to go? I think I might keep you for a little later. That works. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to add is some yellow Solidago. Aren't these pretty? So pretty. Alrighty. So you see all these little furry leaves here? We're going to take those off. They're not that pretty. The easiest way to do that for me is I take my hand and I slide them off. Hang on, let's get rid of, let me show you right here. Finger, whoop, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. And look at that right there. See how that yellow green is popping with that red? Oh goodness, it's popping. So I'm going to get a bunch of these done, cut their ends at my angles, and then we'll put them in our layers. So I'm going to go pop, 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 take them here, slide this down, get rid of all that green. Those aren't flowers. Those are leaves. These are flowers. And I really want them to accent next to the red roses. So I'm placing them very near the red, near the red roses. Now this one here, this is a nice bunch. So I'm going to keep this cluster together and put it in right there like that. But I need to get rid of all these little leaf babies. These little baby leaves. I'm going to take you off. Y'all, that song is in my head. It was so good this morning. Church was so good this morning, y'all. Okay. You don't know till you know. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. So has anyone had to cancel any of their special events due to COVID? Or are you rescheduling? Are you pushing your dates out? Are you just waiting because you really don't know what to do? It's really difficult to kind of maneuver on what to do during this time, because this has never happened in most of our lifetime, any of our lifetimes really, because SARS was so long ago. A lot of people aren't born when that happened. So now I'm going to keep this as a cluster because it's just pretty, and I get to keep my long stem. So that's why I took off the little baby leaves here. It's like a tree, trimming a tree. And I'm going to put it here, right there, so it accents. See what we're doing here? Do you see what we're doing? And I'm measuring my ends. I might be a little off, but that's okay. That's why you just cut again. Sometimes it's best to cut less so you can cut more later. Okay. So we need to cut more. All right. How's that looking? Alrighty. And I've got more. I have a lot more actually. So peel. So yeah, those drive-through events, I have seen some of the most fabulous events being designed through drive-throughs. Balloon garlands, flowers everywhere. Don't sleep on flowers, guys. I'm telling you, for these events, flowers plus balloons take your events to another level, a whole nother level. Okay, don't sleep on them. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what events were you looking forward to having. For instance, my birthday, July 14th, you know, I was really looking forward to planning some type of get together where I can just show out in flowers and design. And I really wasn't able to do that this year, and that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully next year. Hopefully. So if you're at home following along with me, remember, this is your plan. This is for you. So you can do whatever you want to do, okay? There is no extra structures here. You're doing this for yourself. If you know the name of that song, please leave in the comments below. I don't know the name of the song, but it was so beautiful. It's all I want is for you. You to be glorified, you to be lifted high. Gonna go back in and add more roses here. I wish you guys could see what we're doing. Can you kind of see what we're doing? It's kind of hard, I know. Okay. Gonna flex my rose again. The stems around the petals around this flower, it's not looking bad. It's looking really good. So I'm not gonna take any petals off of this one. Okay, this is another trick. You can actually turn your flower upside down. So you can kind of see where you want to cut it to tell you how high you want it to go in your arrangement. Now, if you're doing something at home, remember you don't have to have a vase like mine. You really can use any vase from the dollar stores. Sometimes they have really, really nice vases. And it's always nice. You can do accent pieces, like I was saying earlier, in your bathroom. I think there's something so special when I go in someone's bathroom and they have just a little small vial, a little small container, and it has just a few sprays of flowers in it. It's something so sweet and special about that. Another cool container you guys can use is candle holders. You know, when your candles, when you're all done with your candles, the wax is all gone out, don't throw that candle away. Keep it. You can use that candle holder to design something really, really pretty. And if you don't, let me have it. I'll design something really, really pretty. I'm turning around so I can get a good look at what we're doing here. Decide I'm going to open the one in the front up. So hopefully you guys will see more of these videos. I'm trying to really get the courage up to be more in front of the camera. I'm trying. Don't judge me. I'm trying. Okay. Do 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 do. All right, let's see. The next thing we're going to design with are these beautiful astromeriums. They come in a variety of colors. Not a lot, but a nice variety of colors. And this one is in red. Open the package up. Usually when you're designing flowers, there is a mess everywhere. Because I'm telling you, if you're dealing with like 100 roses and 100 hydrangeas and spray roses and everything has leaves and thorns on them, you're going to have a big mess. So we usually like to go out to our studio where we're in an outdoor space to design. That gives us a little bit more freedom. Okay, so these astromeriums, I'm going to start here at an angle and build up. Look at those. So pretty. Hey, pretty, pretty. How you doing? How you doing? These are just gorgeous. I'm not used to designing kind of backwards. That's kind of what I'm doing. Usually I'm looking at the arrangement right in front of my face, but I want you guys to see what I'm doing. So, my gosh, those are so pretty. Ugh. Just gorgeous. So there was a stem, there was a flower head that was that was down and droopy. So we cut those off because it's still flowers, you know, it's still about a showpiece. It's still about the prettiness of it. So we don't want to take away from that with a flower that doesn't want to cooperate. And the other thing is, you want to space your variety of flowers out. You don't want to put everything in one area unless you're going for like an ombre effect or something. But today we're making a full piece, so we want to stretch it out. Want to give it room to breathe. Give it room. I'm gonna turn this around, guys, so I can see what is happening. Alright, let me see where I need to add a rose. Right here. Again, I'm just gonna take my finger and reflex it a bit. We're not doing a full reflex. Now, if you're designing this at home for yourself and you want this to last, do not reflex your roses. Just let them open up on their own. But my specialty is in event design. So I open my pieces up so I can get the full effect out of them. I see another place where I need to add a rose. And I have some edges here that need to come off. So I'm just going to pop those off. Pop, 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 pop. And go inside, reflex again, go around. There's still a gentleness to it because they are still flowers, but you know, don't be afraid of that flower. See, I ain't scared of you, little flower.